The whole goal of the next couple days is to help you guys think completely different.
I'm gonna stop you. We're not gonna do anything right now.
Solar, leave me the f alone! God damn! You
guys got IDs on you?
You can't get the deal, buddy. All right, game day. Day 2 is a Saturday. It's 9 in the morning and we're about to make a play.
Solar.
No, no, it isn't. This is it's about the aerial imagery. Did somebody?
Solar, leave me the f alone! God damn!
No, it wasn't. That's not why I'm here. That's why they might have came like other people, but that's not why I'm here. That's not. You don't have 5 people come into your house. I have empathy for you because I just talked with the guy over there and he told me the same thing. You guys have like solar guys come and talk to you guys like every day.
Been like freaking 6 or 7 people, and I'm just fucking tired of having.
I'm a consumer, brother, so I have empathy for you.
I'm sorry.
No. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you because you're sitting here watching TV or hanging out. All I was showing you was the drone imagery that was taken. And if you've already received this, there's nothing I can do. You would have received a negative statement from Alliant. Did you guys already receive one that said do not pay?
No, I get an electronic email from them.
Gotcha. Everybody else that's came and approached you, they've probably approached you about buying a solar system.
I understand. I'm not planning on being here that much longer. I've already looked at all the pros and cons.
Where are you from originally? Hey, it's my first day in Iowa. I'm just trying to be nice.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I don't blame you, man. I was like tell people, it's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice. You're not being mean to me. It's nothing on you, man. You have to understand. I have upper management, and the upper management makes me train these.
I know that the net metering thing, and I don't plan on being here that much longer. So I just want to. I lost my job, so I don't have any. I can't take advantage of any tax.
Well,
stuff too.
Do you have?
Please leave me alone.
No, I really would, sir, but. You telling me that stuff, I would be doing you a huge disservice if you didn't give me 30 seconds to explain this. What I would propose is us buying the system. We would maintain it, we would warranty it. If I could not show you a way that we would pay for the system and there would be a penny that comes out of your pocket, you could kick me out, but there's nothing. Documentation beats the conversation. Those are the reasons you would not do this, is if I was trying to convince you to go into debt, if you'd have to take out a loan, if there was a bunch of fees. I would literally use you as a model home if I could keep a small little sign right here, just because you're close to this T-junction, and then obviously we're able to use the roof as a power plant. What's your average monthly amount to Alliant, roughly? $114. So my question is this, if I could lower the amount and show you that it would never increase.
Hey, you call me on a bad day.
What was your first name?
My name's Phil.
Phil, and can I ask you what you do for a living, and are you from Iowa originally?
I don't do anything now. I've worked in my freaking job for 30 years and I'm can.
All I want is 10 minutes to show you your report, whenever you have the time.
And just the worst day freaking ever.
I hear you. No, and you're a good guy, and I'm not trying to be pushy. I just am so...
Anything you're talking to me about right now, I'm not even listening to because I just am not in the right headspace. So please understand. I don't feel like it today.
I can just drop off the report and, spend 5-10 minutes. I don't know if you drink coffee. I can bring you a coffee I just have a 10-minute conversation with you. If you don't want to do it, you just tell me to kick rocks. What I can do is I can shoot over around 10 or 11, okay? If I had the report ready and it just takes 5 minutes, I'll sit down with you and show you how it looks. Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I'm just trying to
I'm not usually this fucking. I don't like being rude to people, and
You're not rude at all, man.
No, I came off very, very rude. So
no, I came to you, man. You have every right to, to do that. Give me a small corner of a table. I'll show you how it all works, and then the ball's in your court. I appreciate your time, man, and everything happens for a reason. I think there's a reason we're having this conversation. So. Hi, how are you? I'm Taylor.
Okay.
I got the whole basketball team with me today.
Okay, that's
do you need us to take off our shoes?
If you want to come in here and do it, that would be fine.
Beautiful home.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if there's a corner of a table or something I can kind of put my stuff down.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Pretty much what I wanted to show you is you can see this is 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. What that means for you guys is if I'm able to use less panels, less equipment, the numbers are going to look very good for you. You have the ability to, have true ownership of the panels, but the way that we would do it is we'd redirect or shift the amount that you're already giving to the utility company to fund the project. This is the biggest questions that I get. What happens to my roof? It keeps the house cooler in the summertime. Obviously, the main area that we want to use is the garage. It's just ideal.
These are all installations that we've done, so we do everything in-house. We don't use any subcontracting. Taylor will kind of go through the numbers with you guys and see if it even makes sense for your home.
I always thank people genuinely for the time that you're even giving us. I always tell people this is somewhat exploratory. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, hey, this is the situation you're in today. If nothing changes, that's where we're at. If we were on the show Price is Right and you had the showcase question and the question was, what do you think your average amount that you've paid over the last 12 months for power is, what would you say that number is?
200 a month.
200 a month, okay. Your highest bill was 292.
Oh, it was?
Your lowest bill was 146. And if we take the last 12 months of your usage, your actual true average was 210.24.
I was close.
In a 10-year period, if the amount never increased, in a 20-year period, or in a 30-year period, which is how long the system lasts.
That would be paying then.
That you'd pay for Alliant. If the amount never went up, that's the bare minimum amount that you would give them.
Well, our only problem is, he's almost 70, and I am 66.
Yep.
Am I gonna live the next 25 years?
So that's
No, that's the only problem.
most people, like I've set up families that were 85, 90, right? I had one lady yesterday, she was paying $800 a month on her electric bill. And she's on Social Security. And you know, I went to go like qualify her and everything because her bill was like $800. I think she used like the oxygen tanks and stuff in her house. So her bill was so high. And I was able to get her bill down to like 570 from 800 because she had so much power in the house. And I went to go get her qualified, and she wasn't qualified. She wasn't eligible for the program. And she's like, submit it again. And I was like,
Why
I've
would
tried.
she be eligible?
So you have to be on the deed of the home, no bankruptcies in 12 months. But the bigger issue, and like if you read the fine print on the bottom here, like the utility company has the ability to deny the interconnection. Alliant is the only option we have right now. So it's like by opening up this other option, like I mentioned, it gives you the ability to own it outright and use the money you would have given to Alliant really to fund the entire project.
So instead of paying Alliant, we'd write you a check every month then.
No,
Yeah.
well, yeah, right. It is that.
Yeah, you're not going to have you're not paying $210 every month to Alliant and then a new $225
Yeah,
payment.
right.
The idea is like this bill will come in like -$10, -$8, -$6, and then that's your fixed monthly amount in 7
And
years.
that is if we don't put anything down.
That's your first 18 months is $225. On the 19th month, before the 19th month, we're gonna contact you and say, do you wanna apply your tax incentive into the system? Most people just apply it right into the system. The idea is you wanna eliminate the electric bill. Process is, there's 3 specific approvals we need. The first approval is structural team. The second step is an interconnection document that goes to Alliant. We have to do a soft check on the credit. Basically, it's date of birth. We also have to verify you haven't went through any bankruptcy. And as long as it gives us the thumbs up for eligibility, then that's exactly how the program would work.
And how long is this 225 good for?
It's 25-year fixed amount. We can never increase it on
Well,
you.
I mean, when will this rate?
So after we install it, we wait 60 days after the installation before you get your first billing cycle. So you're never double billed or anything like that.
And like if we done it here, say something happened, sold this place, it should make it worth more money too then.
Of course, yeah. Easily on a home like this because a realtor is going to look at it like an amenity.
So if you're gonna do this yourself here, if you own this place, you would definitely do it on the house too and take that 104% usage.
I would. 1000%.
Wouldn't you?
What if it hailed? What happens to these panels?
So the panels are rated for hail. They literally shoot hail guns at the panels. Obviously, there are situations where you have crazy hail that could break the panels. If that were to happen, it also falls under their homeowner's insurance because it's considered an act of God. Get started. I don't know if you've ever watched Wizard of Oz, but we call it Follow the Yellow Brick Road. But this one's next. Draw your initials in the box. One of these guys will pop back by on Monday, and they're going to complete that form with you during the survey. Imagine if I snapped my fingers and the solar was all set up on the roof, it was installed, it was working, and you heard the doorbell ring. You knew that you had that fixed monthly amount that wasn't going to increase. And you checked who it was, and it was Alliant. And Alliant was like, hey, we want you to rip the panels off, come back to us, and we can raise your rate at any time. What would you say?
No.
So you have everything you need there. Aria will text or call you. Where's the corn, bro? Oh my gosh. Look at this. We got some fresh corn. Look at Randy hooking us up with some fresh corn. He's about to win the club championship today. Let's go. I will enjoy this. This looks good. So much for the corn, the hospitality, and Aria's gonna take really good care of you. How's it going?
Wish I would have had your number to call you, because I realized that after you left, there was another reason that I couldn't do this.
I can just show you the report. Like I put it all together. It only took me 5 minutes. Do you need to take off our shoes?
No.
I'm gonna show you the logic behind this. I'd be open to utilizing you as a model home. There's no loan involved, there's no debt, there's no money that comes out of your pocket. I would use this portion of the roof. Is this a flat roof in the back?
It's a 312 pitch.
Producing all of your power on site. The utility company is not taking advantage of you and nickel and diming you, but you're able to nickel and dime them. People are aware of these increases that are about to happen. So the whole idea is, how can we eliminate a bill that you're never gonna cancel, or just redirect or shift the money that you're giving to the utility company? Those are reasons you would never go solar. Is if I was sitting here asking you to take money out of pocket, go into debt, pay a loan, pay a bunch of interest, we're on the hook to maintain and warranty the entire system. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, if you do nothing with the utility company, that's what it's gonna be. With solar, that's what it would be. And then ultimately what we would want out of it by producing it on site. That's what the new panels look like. And on the opposite side are like the biggest questions that I get from families. The roof, the move, the cost of service, the savings. As far as the roof keeps the house cooler, if you move, it transfers. If you sell the house, it just gives you instant appreciation. The cost to you, you're already paying for it. If I can't take the money you give to Alliant to fund the project, we can't do the home. We're on the hook to maintain it for 25 years. Typically, people see savings from day one, but I think people do it more because they want control and predictability rather than dealing with increases.
The control and predictability, I mean, that's...
We own it, maintain it, warranty it, insure it. We're just saying any power that system produces, you're buying from the panels instead of the utility company.
It's gonna go up to 170 by next year. After that, it just kind of keeps going up. As long as you're renting your power from Alliant, they're never gonna decrease your rates.
How you're rewarded is you pay zero out of pocket. You get power source produced on site, the system's monitored. We are in charge of warranting, managing, maintaining, and insuring the system. It's obviously better for the environment, the amount's fixed, and then we eliminate the fees. What the fine print states is, if involved with the project, we reserve the right to disqualify due to shading, structure, and/or permitting. The utility company reserves the right to disqualify due to current infrastructure, and then ultimately, if you stay with the Alliant, it's kind of like having a pebble in your shoe that will continue to get worse with that amount to continue to go up. But all we do is we verify for eligibility. We make sure that you know, you're on the deed, which the deed of the home. You don't have a bankruptcy in the last 12 months. And then you're not a wanted burglar. On Monday or Tuesday, we'd come look at the roof and make sure that the roof is structurally sound. After that, there's an interconnection document that goes to Alliant. After that, we pay for your permitting. After that, we schedule an install, then we install it, then we inspect it, then we turn the system on. The only way you could ever incur any sort of fee besides the 140 is if you were to put an addition on the home or if you were to reshingle the roof. And we had to come take the panels off, store them, and put them back on. And if you feel comfortable, all we do is we set up a date for them to survey the roof.
Okay, this is all the contract stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just, and this will all get sent right back to you once it's completed. So you can print it, you can send it over via email to somebody. Everything that we told you is in there. There's no more, there's no less. The system size, the amount it's gonna produce.
All right, so I'm here with my friend, Phil. And Phil, what happened yesterday?
Came out screaming and yelling.
Leave me the f*** alone! God damn!
Now we're helping him go solar, you know? That's what we gotta do, but he's a good guy and we serve, right? We serve. All right, Phil, I appreciate your trust and confidence. That was the craziest situation ever. We got the deal done and he's going solar, dude.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Wyatt, one of the owners of SoulQ Solar, here with Isaac in Iowa and Knoxstar University, Taylor and Jordan. Excited to have them out here. SoulQ's taking over the Midwest and can't wait to see what we're gonna do out here.
Yep, day number 2 on the doors out here, so excited to see how many more appointments we can get. I know the boys just closed one down already this morning and it's not even lunchtime yet, so let's go see if we can find some more kilowatts before lunch.
Our process Isaac's my engineer, so he kind of finishes everything out, and then we're going to fill out the form. But before we submit those applications, we're going to kind of get a final thumbs up from you and make sure we're all on the same page. So he's just going to ask you a few questions.
Just filling this out. Dolores, what was the last name? Is a good phone number for you? And then what is a good email for you, Dolores? So what you're going to want to do is pop open that email. It's going to give you a link. You're going to have to actually click on them though and click no.
Okay.
Yeah, because it'll literally not let you go forward. It's going to ask you to draw your signature right here.
Okay.
I appreciate your time.
Dolores,
Thanks for the hospitality. No, it's not a waste.
not at all.
This is what we do.
Hey, how are you? I had an appointment with your son. Is he home, or maybe your son-in-law? How's it going? Going okay. Sorry I'm a little late. I've been running around all day. So I don't really have a long, drawn-out process. You know, really the idea is I'm going to show you whole situations.
You'd rather we just jump straight into it? No offense. I've been in sales my entire life, so I just want to see the numbers. That's the only thing I care about.
Yep.
So I do apologize.
What type of sales do you do?
So right now I run I run reams. So we do landscape supply for wholesaling.
If I'm able to show you that you're able to have a lower fixed amount that's never going to increase, would there be anybody other than yourself that would need to be involved with making a decision?
I'm the only decision maker for the
Gotcha.
household.
Okay. If you like the idea, I have to make sure you're eligible. I need to send a truck out here. I need to submit an interconnection document. I need to do the permitting. It's about a 3-month process, just so you understand like the steps. So we can just say 400 is what your average electric bill is now. That's $4,800 a year. 100% of your power comes from the utility. That's the destination I try to get you to, is a negative electric bill. I had to use a pretty good amount.
I know, it's like 90% of my house was like 76 for the last quote I had.
Just under a 22 kilowatt system, 107% is what the offset is. Solar amount would be 284. That's what your fixed monthly amount would be. That number can go up or down 50 cents. Let's say your average was 384 and you were saving $100. That would not be the reasons people would go solar. $100 less or $100 more is not going to take food off someone's table or put food on their table. The idea is that is going to be what's called a true 0% escalator. That amount never increases. Same system. Your cash price and your net system amount would be 43848. So if you wanted to pay for the system, the cash price is 62640, producing the 24,000 kilowatts. The federal tax credit is 18792. So that would be what your net would be of the system. And that's why I always try to compare apples to apples, because over the time that you'd pay the utility company, if there was never an increase, it's an extra $100,000. If I do a smaller system, then you're gonna have a pebble in your shoe, which is still having a utility bill. Well, it's based on your current usage. So say if, you know, a year from now you moved and, you know, Doris and her husband moves in and they use like half the kilowatt hours that you produce.
So whatever remaining balance, they're not going to pay you like dollar for dollar.
No, I mean, I would imagine that it would just be based off of, like, I wouldn't have a connection fee every month instead.
Right.
So it'd be like $40 or $60 gets waived.
Yeah, that's like what it would look like with a home that has solar.
Yep. What can I expect from myself as far as fees? I mean, there's something hidden somewhere where I have to pay something for your guys' time up front.
Being very blunt with you, the answer is zero. The only way you could ever incur any sort of fee with this program is hypothetically if we installed the panels and then you said, hey, we're putting in an addition or we're re-shingling the roof, and we'd attempt to take the panels off, store them, and put them back up.
I just had the whole roof redone after the trade show.
So as far as your upfront costs, it is zero.
What was the total lease agreement for this? Like, you said it was 25 years?
284 times 300. So that's what you would pay over the course of 25 years. Price the system as a model home, so through marketing, like if the marketing team follows up with you, the pricing is just going to be higher for the same system, same equipment, same conduit. But we asked to keep a small little sign in the yard. And
I'd have to think about it, because your guys' cash option, just to be nice, you know, I apologize for what you're going to hear when you play that back. But it really is. But the no upfront cost thing, now that is nice. Yeah. I mean, that's genius.
So
it's a fantastic way to be able to do things. But I've been pitched so many times. Plus, a buddy of mine runs Iowa Solar. So, anyways, cash out of pocket, it would cost me less than like $35,000 to be able to do everything without batteries.
No one else has this power purchase agreement.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is the,
I mean, honestly,
yeah.
it's a genius thing.
Yeah, and we only warranty the system, but we give you a production guarantee. These are all things that people don't ask until after.
Do you happen to have like a card or anything like that?
I have a digital business card.
Okay.
The CEO is kind of a tree hugger, so I can write down my cell phone, and then I can send you a text. I'm just gonna call. Just give me 1 second, because I don't like to do these little like back and forth like negotiating. I'm just gonna find out if there's anything that I can do on this. So that's the absolute lowest I could get this system for you.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's literally the best. You know, that's a big thing too, is if you are gonna have the system, not having contractors come and work on it if you ever need anything. I can have them email you everything. That's a 48-hour timestamp on that. So if you call me in a week, the numbers all change. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be me, it'd be somebody else coming back.
You guys look at it. Do you know what the roof is? What's the roof?
Not brand new. Not brand new. I bought the house in 2017.
The ridge vents like that normally lift up a little bit. Part of our process is we'll look at it and stuff. What about electrical? Have you guys updated the breaker box, or do you know if it?
No.
Like, do you guys have things that short out or anything?
Not really. It's an older box, the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is there somewhere we could sit down and kind of?
Yeah, we could. Well, let's see.
Out back on the side, whatever. And the reason we're stopping by, I'm sure he kind of went over this stuff. Alliant approved a rate increase. So a lot of people are just looking at this as a way out. Normally what we do is what's called an ownership program. There's no money out of pocket. It doesn't cost you anything. And then this is some of the main questions. We use what's called a redirection program. So right now, what's your average Alliant bill?
I just looked. It was my most recent one. It was 180. Sometimes it goes down to 105. Nice, and I can get up to like 220.
We service your warranty for you, right? So if something goes wrong with the panels, we would know. And it's not like we're gonna tell you, oh, call the panel manufacturer and get a new panel sent out to you, right? So we service the warranty for you for 25 years. The way the process works, we have to, obviously we survey the home. As long as the home qualifies, we submit an application to Alliant. They have to approve your application. Right now, we're not really getting any denials. The only reason they would deny it is if there's too much solar in the neighborhood. So this is your house? I mean, obviously we wouldn't put anything on the back.
111, I believe.
111. They technically cap us at 110, but we can kind of, you know, wiggle an extra percent in there.
Do I have to answer right now?
Most people, what I recommend, if it's something that you're leaning towards, I would recommend getting the survey and that process started. Let us inspect the home, see if it's even going to qualify, see if you need to upgrade a breaker box or get the roof done, that sort of thing. We would be moving forward as if you are going to do it, right? However, you do have the opportunity to back out at any time if you don't want to do it.
I suppose I should check with my wife.
I'm fine with that.
Before?
Yeah, 100%. If she has any questions or anything, you know, you want to go, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No rush, man. Take your time. If you want to bring this and show her?
Sure. Well, she said go ahead.
So we're going to have a couple quick forms.
If you wanted to fill out just the basic information.
Just want to show you. 33726. Just so you don't think I'm changing. And just so you can see this, no prepayment penalties, no upfront fees. Applying will not affect your credit score, right? So this is just a soft check. You can just fill this out real quick. Social, date of birth. The only thing I'm going to need is copy of driver's license, and then
homeowner's insurance, utility bill,
declaration page, and a copy of your utility bill. I know that's...
This is my report. I was working on the actual bill.
So we got the homeowner's insurance, we got that. There's going to be some
pull up your email for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll have a couple of documents in there. And then on Monday, there's 3, 3:30, 4, and 4:30. Do any of those times work for you?
3 o'clock's fine.
3 o'clock's fine, perfect.
On the welcome call, they'll explain that same thing as well, just to make sure I'm explaining it properly, but it'll be the same. And they're also gonna let you know that they're gonna give you multiple notifications before that time is up.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time, man.
Yep.
All right, we'll talk more. If you need anything, let us know.
10:41 at night, almost 11 o'clock. Ran, we did 4 appointments today. Literally got 4 yeses, 1 credit fail. I was able to watch Jordan do some more magic, you know, and learn a lot more from him, which is really cool. Always a pleasure to work with Knockstar, work with Taylor, work with this crew. Got to meet Jordan, which was a fucking blessing. That was super cool, man. I learned a lot, especially having him in the car with me for a couple hours at a time, so.
Let's go! The 2 days in Iowa is complete. Your boy Jordan made some plays in the field with the hat trick today. We put up 7 transactions in the last couple days. You had some fun, brother?
Had some fun, man.
Had some fun. We ate some corn. You know what, baby? We making play.
I be living life just like a rock star. Don't you know that I'm a mother effing rock star? Yeah, I be in them streets feeling like a mob star. But you know I'm fresh to death, I'm eating shrimp and lobster. Yeah, I sell any freaking